Hello everyone, and welcome to my GH Soap Opera Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up.
General Hospital spoilers. Maxie tackles poisoner mystery, determined to find truth? General Hospital spoilers reveal that Maxie Jones may confront a poisoner mystery and finish up motivated to learn the truth. Now that Maxie is awake, it might provide her a chance to untangle this coma situation and attempt to get to the bottom of things. Back in August 2025, Maxie suffered over the realization that Sonny Corintho's deception investment was tainted. After meditating over the news, Maxie was ready to go against her co-workers and take what she knew to the DA's office. However, something startling happened before Maxie could set an appointment to disclose the complete truth. Maxie keeled down on home and heart following a serum demonstration, so she was transported to GH for immediate medical attention. It was found that Maxie suffered a heart attack, but there was more to the story. Lucas Jones uncovered an unfamiliar enzyme in Maxie's blood, which led to Anna Devane asking if Maxie had been poisoned. Later, viewers found that Sidwell contrived Maxie's poisoning incident to get her out of the way. Sidwell didn't want Maxie spoiling up his plans for a controlling interest in deception, so he used this drastic approach to quiet her. The substance that was used on Maxie originated from Sidwell's partner, who we now know is Ross Cullum. Sidwell had Colette Moreau send along his appreciation because the compound worked like a charm and made sure Maxie was no longer a menace. Naturally, Maxie's going to question who's responsible for the mystery enzyme and this terrible mess that kept her away from her family for months. This period in a coma also provided Nathan West an opportunity to return to Port Charles and fall for Lulu Spencer while Maxie was out of the picture. Maxie's life has been flipped upside down owing to Sidwell and Cullum, but will the whole story ever be exposed? Regardless, Maxie may face this poisoner mystery and try to figure out who's to blame for everything she's gone through. That's especially true if Maxie worries the guilty culprit may strike again or perhaps go after other people she cares about. Maxie may ultimately unearth some hints depending on how things pan out. General Hospital spoilers suggest Maxie will have a lot on her plate now that she's emerged from her coma, so we'll bring you updates on any important discoveries she could uncover. General Hospital spoilers February 16th. Maxie is stunned, Nathan is blindsided. Maxie responds to the news that Nathan is alive. The General Hospital spoilers for Monday, February 16th, 2026, concentrate on Maxie, who is up from her coma and learning about everything that happened while she was asleep. Meanwhile, back from the dead Nathan is abruptly blindsided, and Jason and Carly catch up. Key takeaways: Maxie wakes up and begins digesting disturbing news about Nathan. Nathan is surprised as emotions and problems clash. Jason and Carly reconcile, and Britt makes a significant gamble. Rick and Elizabeth go out on a date shocked and stunned at the end of the Friday, February 13th episode. Maxie woke up. And after reconciling with Spinelli, James and Georgie, Felicia told her that Nathan was alive. That was the cliffhanger. So when the activity continues on Monday, Maxie is understandably startled. She might not even believe the news at first. But it's true. And she's going to want to see him again. But how will hearing of Nathan's homecoming genuinely influence Maxie? Meanwhile, Nathan is stunned. The word about Maxie getting out of the coma definitely travels across Port Charles. And this may imply that Nathan finds out, which will make him pleased. However, it may lead him to feel remorse and even discomfort. After all, he has made it apparent to Maxie's best friend, Lulu, that he has emotions for her and wants to explore them. Besties reconnect elsewhere. Jason and Carly hook up, according to the weekly spoilers. The besties haven't spent much time together recently. Their lives have followed distinct courses. Jason has been busy being a father to Danny, bonding with Britt, and supporting Sonny and Joss. And now thinking about Anna. As for Carly, she has been concealing a fugitive. She and Valentine embark on a quest to bring down Jack and rescue her daughter from the WSB. It'll be fascinating to watch how much catch-up Jason and Carly actually achieve, considering that so much of what they're doing involves preserving secrets. For whatever reason, one of the things they do discuss about is Rick. In the video sneak peek at the conclusion of Friday's episode, Carly tells Jason, Sonny insists that Rick doesn't have an agenda, but I don't buy it. Valentine's date Rick turns up in the teasers as well when he takes Elizabeth on a date. For a second, we feared Liz may cancel on him due of her talk with Lucas. She was heading out to see Rick when he told her that he had realized Marco was not the man he thought he was. But in the Friday sneak look, It appears that the date happens, and so does some light banter. Are you implying that I don't know how to have fun? Elizabeth asks her ex risky business finally. Brit may send herself on a solo assignment next week, taking a significant risk. During her latest talk in the lab with Marco, she tried to pry the location of her medicines out of him, but it didn't work. So maybe she attempts to look for the drug that prolongs her life on her own. She has to deliver a dosage to Jason so he can have someone reverse engineer it. That manner, she may cease her affiliation with Cullum and Sidwell. If this is what occurs, will she be successful? General Hospital, Sunny's 5 most profound love stories. Maurice Benard's Sunny Corinthos is a mainstay of General Hospital. Over the years, the figure has morphed from a secretive strip club-owning evil to a kind, charming mafia lord in Port Charles. During his lengthy voyage, Sunny has had a fair number of romances, including one-night encounters and orchestrated matchmakings. Some of Sunny's love experiences lead to long-time friendships, including Carly and Alexis. These ladies enhance to Sunny's life by providing him with children, and these are the romances he continues to adore. General Hospital, 5 finest romances in Sunny's life. 1. Brenda Barrett. Sunny fell in love with Brenda in the early 90s and pined for the model through his prior relationships. Considered a super couple at the time, their combination demonstrated incredible love and chemistry. Sunny and Brenda's relationship traversed harsh conditions and competing romantic interests, making their love remarkable. Brenda Barrett was one of the few ladies who Sunny committed his heart to. He continued to love her despite previous relationships and a marriage with Lily. While her brief return to the General Hospital narrative in 2013 failed to reconcile them, Brenda remained the first genuine love in Sunny's life. However, when she invited him to join her in Europe, Sunny refused to leave Port Charles, claiming to need time to recover, despite liking her. 2. Carly Spencer. Sunny shares more than love and romance with Carly. While their early romance, played by Sarah Brown and subsequently Tamara Braun, started with wonderful on-screen chemistry, it blossomed into a deeper friendship. Added to that was Sunny's acceptance of Michael as his son. After Laura Wright took into Carly's role, the Carly-Sunny connection became more grown-up. While Carly continues to have love interests with major men on General Hospital, including Jack Brennan, she rushes into the family role for Sunny when he needs her. One recent example is when Sunny required heart surgery, Carly stationed herself in his hospital. Carly's persistent commitment gives her a vital impact in Sunny's life and his close circle of trusted pals. 3. Olivia Falconeri. General Hospital viewers frequently refer to the Sunny-Olivia relationship as a what-if. Their brief encounter as high school students in Bensonhurst culminated in a pregnancy with Dante. Although Dante's presence was disclosed to Sunny much later, there wasn't much bad blood between Sunny and Olivia. After Olivia, played by Lisa Lo Cicero, fully established in Port Charles, she moved on with Ned, while Sunny explored other relationships, such one with Olivia's niece Connie. However, their friendship has stayed solid. She was one of the few who knew Sunny before he became a mafia. Following their brief adolescent romance, Sunny has continued to maintain a comfortable friendship with her, as she helps him bring out his compassionate side. 4. Nina Reeves. While a dubious relationship, this duo must be acknowledged. The connection began under questionable methods, since it was built on falsehoods. It was during a period when Sunny had amnesia, and Cynthia Watrose's Nina stayed silent about his presence as Mike. Meanwhile, having no connection with his gangster persona, Mike discovered real love and true happiness for some time. Despite being upset with Nina's falsehoods, Sunny nonetheless married her. Those few weeks of unfettered romance with Nina were Sunny's joyful moments. If not for Nina reporting Carly to the SEC, the couple may have had a longer marriage on General Hospital. While they will never get back together, he will continue to aid her if she goes to him. 5. Alexis Davis. Here is a relationship that would have looked right at home in a romantic novel. A gangster and a lawyer create an unusual partnership. However, the one-night passion experienced by these enemies-turned-lovers delighted General Hospital fans. While their disputes and banters made for an intriguing watch, it was their brief affair, which ended in Christina's pregnancy, that solidified their relationship. While Nancy Lee Grand's Alexis and Maurice Benard's Sunny never got back together, they presently maintain a cordial relationship as Christina's biological parents. They have a level of trust and regard for each other that makes this connection one that Sunny would treasure. While the romantic at heart Sunny demonstrated eternal love at one time, some of his fleeting flings resulted in kids that remain stalwarts of General Hospital today. As Christina, Donna, and Avery make their mark on Port Charles, Sunny will continue to have relationships with their moms. Incidentally, Sunny's current plot hints at a prospective romance with DA Justine Turner. General Hospital guest actress Caitlyn Riley, John's daughter, earns role on ABC program. Caitlyn Riley, daughter of dead former General Hospital actor John Riley, who guest-starred in a tribute episode to Father, has secured one of her greatest acting assignments to date. Riley is cast as a series regular alongside Rachel Bloom and Rory Scovel in ABC's comedy pilot Do You Want Kids? According to Deadline, the program is co-created and executive produced by Bloom and writer-producer Dan Greger. The single-camera sitcom from 20th Century is about a married couple, Rosie and Alex Vasilescu, who in one reality have a kid and in the other do not, and the various ways that big decision impacts their life. Caitlyn Riley helps pay homage to her dad John on General Hospital. Riley will portray Michelle, Alex's buttoned-up sister preparing to go upon a late-in life from Sapinga, which is characterized as a coming-of-age moment in the Amish culture. Usually, it's teens who go through this phase, often leaving the Amish community for a little time. Several General Hospital co-stars and friends of her father chimed in. Kimberly McCullough said, "Yes, yes, yes." Finola Hughes said, "So much congrats." Kristen Vaganos added, "Iconic." Many of her Instagram followers shared their joy. The user Branhattan remarked, "Caitlyn series regular, Riley has a nice ring to it." The admirer Carbon Silicon added, "Happy for you. You are a genuinely funny person." Another Brianna Wallenweber said, "Congratulations. I've been following you for years and I think you're absolutely so freaking funny and talented." An actor friend of Riley's, Guy Branum, joked, "This is too much quality in one show. I feel uncomfortable." Riley's father John Riley played WSB agent Sean Dunley from 1984 to 1995, and in brief appearances after that and on the General Hospital spin-off Night Shift. When Riley died in January 2021, General Hospital put Sean's death into the storylines and prepared a memorial episode for him, with Caitlyn playing his daughter Annie, whose given name is Anna as she was named after Anna Devane. In the episode, some of Sean's pals went to Ireland for his memorial. They challenged Annie's commitment to the World Security Bureau, putting up a mystery with phony disappearances, not just testing her talents but her decision-making as Annie refused to give them access confidential WSB data. At the end of the episode, Annie was handed a complete WBS ID badge with her father's badge number on it, and spoke on the phone with her mother Tiffany. Like father, like daughter in the General Hospital espionage world. In an interview with Soap Opera Digest at the time, she remarked, "It's a super special thing to be a part of. My dad enjoyed being on the program so much and I'm just so pleased that I got to act with all of his old buddies. We had such a fantastic day, and it was also really emotional and healing. It was sort of everything all at once." She loved spending time with actors on set and sharing stories about her father. Riley's recent credits include HBO's Hacks and I Love L.A., as well as FX's It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Netflix's Dead Boy Detectives and Disney's High School Musical, the series. Known for her humorous talent, she has more than 4 million fans across her social networks. On her Instagram and TikTok pages, Riley routinely publishes videos of herself doing comedic sketches and impersonations. She just released a video of herself with Jane Fonda. Riley married Evan Eggers in September 2025, publishing images on her social media a few weeks later. General Hospital spoilers weekly update February 16th to 20th. Maxie wakes up, Curtis is the dad. Here's what occurred and what's coming up in Port Charles. General Hospital teasers for February 16th to 20th 2026 hint a poignant departure following a week of hellos. Key takeaways: Maxie came up from her coma. Portia realized Curtis is the father of her baby. Lucas discovered who Marco actually is. Lucy formed a plot to take down Sidwell. Danny confessed in Jason about his affection for Charlotte. Weekly recap episode 15892 air date, Monday, February 9th, 2026. Emma went home from Paris and updated Gio and Joss about her grandma. She subsequently informed Gio she needs to depart to tell her mom in person. Felicia brought Jason the message from Anna, while Laura offered Dante a permanent post as police commissioner. Later, Dante questioned Brennan about what he knows about Anna. At Windmere, Ava and Lucy exchanged punches as they fought for Sidwell. Then when Lucy begged Sidwell to pick between her or Ava, Sidwell refused, so Lucy stormed out. Cullum visited at Carly's residence to tell her that Brennan may be too distracted with their relationship, focus on locating Valentine. Episode 15893 air date, Tuesday, February 10, 2026. Carly drove to Windermere to take Sidwell up on his offer. Lucas argued with Pascal. Danny explored the Cassadine ancestry with Alexis, who believed he may have a thing for Charlotte. Tracy convinced Cody that Molly's novel character may not be what it seems, while Molly confronted Christina about mailing her manuscript to her agency. Lucy and Ava kept battling over Sidwell, causing Lucy to seek to Sunny for support. Episode 15894 air date, Wednesday, February 11, 2026. Against Sunny's better judgment, Lucy decided to start spying on Sidwell to help take him down. Jason chatted to Danny about his affection on Charlotte, while Charlotte visited Valentine to warn him about Nina. Joss showed Jason what she found at Windermere from Cullum, and Jason filled her in on Cullum being Sidwell's partner. After Carly attempted to make up with Lucas in effort to explore Windermere, Lucas later overheard Marco and Sidwell discussing about Faison's final project, and Pascal noticed him listening. Episode 15895 air date, Thursday, February 12, 2026. After Valentine's visits from Felicia, Georgie, and James, Maxie suddenly came up from her coma. Lulu helped Nathan prepare Valentine's for James' class, and the two almost enjoyed another kiss. Gio confessed in Brooklyn about Emma leaving. Portia took the paternity test. Episode 15896 air date, Friday, February 13, 2026. Portia stated the father of her baby is Curtis, who agreed to joint custody while he stayed with Jordan and Portia stayed with Isaiah. Maxie got a clean bill of health and Felicia disclosed to her that Nathan is alive. Brooklyn discovered Lulu with Nathan and urged Lulu not to get involved with her best friend's spouse. Lucy feigned to make amends with Sidwell and he invited both her and Ava to supper. Michael invited Jacinda out on a Valentine's date. Lucas confided in Elizabeth about Marco, then later caught Marco on the phone with Cullum. Nathan informed Britt that Anna thinks their father is alive. Week ahead. Coming up in Port Charles, everyone will say a concluding farewell to Luke Spencer. Next week's breakdown. Episode 15897 air date, Monday, February 16, 2026. Maxie is startled. Nathan is stunned. Rick takes Elizabeth on a date. Carly and Jason catch up. Britt takes a major risk. Episode 15898 air date, Tuesday, February 17, 2026. Laura surprises Alexis. Tracy has words for Sidwell. Rick questions Sunny. Lucas is adamant. Dante makes an admission to Michael. Episode 15899 air date, Wednesday, February 18, 2026. Willow presents a disclosure to Nina. Brooklyn counsels Spinelli. Lulu opens up to Laura. Nathan confides in Dante. Christina encourages Cody. Episode 15900 air date, Thursday, February 19, 2026. Maxie's loved ones welcome her home. Rick makes a shocking allegation. Willow brings news to Drew. Michael is in the hot seat. Alexis makes an observation. Episode 15900 air date, Friday, February 20, 2026. The inhabitants of Port Charles honor the late Luke Spencer. GH spoilers. Are we headed for Nicholas Cassadine's timely return? General Hospital spoilers hint. Adam Huss recently spoke to Soaps and told out about how much unfinished business he believes Nicholas still has in Port Charles. He's serving hard time right now due of his offenses. Keeping a pregnant lady in prison in his house is not nothing. Esme Prince may have been many things to many people, but to Nicholas, she was both the mother of his kid and a major liability because of it. His determination to keep it a secret and somehow dispose of her and keep their child exploded up in his face. But the end of that narrative may perhaps be a new beginning, one in which Nicholas returns to show us how much more he has matured since he humbled himself enough to sacrifice himself and put his child's needs ahead of his own, a first for him. Laura carries the weight. Laura Collins has been bearing much of the load of Nicholas' choices ever since he made them. Never mind the reputational harm it may have caused her as mayor, but Nicholas remained on the lam as a fugitive for some time, which flies in striking contrast to the ideals and morality that Laura esteems herself in standing for. Moreover, she ended up being the only person left behind to care for Nicholas' kid with Esme, Ace Cassadine. Laura also gets to go on with the sadness of losing her other grandson, Spencer Cassadine, after Esme's vengeful spiral against him and his father resulted to his death. If Nicholas came back, he would have a lot of atoning to do with his mother, and Huss as much as admitted to that. Ace's dad isn't the same as Spencer's dad. It's fair to credit Nicholas for growing up, even if it was approximately 40 years too late. He definitely didn't adopt the role of parent and guardian when he slept with his son's college-aged girlfriend and got her pregnant, nor when he attempted to conceal the baby on board and his mother by keeping her captive in a tower on Spoon Island. Still, he came to his senses, and in the greatest interest of Ace's well-being, left him with his grandma and submitted himself into the authorities. Nicholas finally took responsibility for his behavior for the first time in a long time, and it may have been a signal that he is ready for change. That would be appreciated, given that he was far from the finest parent to Spencer. Maybe if he got out of prison, he would endeavor to be a better father for Ace. Will Nicholas return? So will we meet Nicholas again, and not behind plate glass? If he does come back, will it open the way for another comeback we truly want to see happen? Spencer was lost at sea, technically. They never located his nor Esme's bodies. It's conceivable they're both still out there, and it would make the most sense that they don't return when Nicholas isn't in the mix. With recent references of Nicholas' name firing off across Port Charles, it is causing many to fear his return could be close. What do you think? I'd personally want to see him and Ava Jerome also given a second shot.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe my channel without missing any update.